Welcome back to Geistal on Farming Simulator 25. Thanks for joining me once again. Still in August. I constantly promise you to be further on than I always am, and I never am. Catch you up very, very quickly. We have another new trailer. I got rid of the not the rock, basically the yellow one we had. As much as I loved it, nothing wrong with the trailer. It was just too long for our yard. So got rid of that, brought this one, but then forgot to, well, I don't even know if it's got an auto load feature on it. Forgot to activate it. So as much as I don't mind going around picking all these bales up like I am and dropping them on there. I was hoping it would auto load when I drop them on there, because that then makes life lots easier. I'm not very skilled, as you can see in the background, doing this. Yeah, so welcome to the bale stacking championships. Everyone else has gone home. Mids is still in the field. Now, I was looking at maybe to purchase some other areas, because I just thought, well, we haven't got any other grass. We're in a bit of a tight pickle. We haven't got any money. Do we take, a loan out? We haven't got one at the moment, so we could look at that. But then I spotted that randomly we own field 63, which is a ready to harvest clover field. Now, if I go back to the farm, within our farm is a dryer. So if we cut through the cow shed here, try and find my way through this farm. Hello ladies, how are we? Hello, hello. Jump in here, and here we go. So here is our hay drying facility and production. Now, I've never used this. So clover hay, so using straw bales. I mean, does that mean if I put a straw bale in here that turns it into clover? That can't be bloody right, can it? So I just don't know. I've never used this thing. So I'm tempted to basically go and bale that field. I might just bale one clover bale without wrapping it, bring it back and drop it here and see what happens. I'm also going to drop one of our, well, I don't need to do grass because we need silage, so I'm going to leave the grass as it is. So yeah, I'll that's basically my rough plan. So yeah, brought you back in early because I just wanted to explain what we're doing and why we've got a different trailer. So I'm going to smash through that, and then as long as nothing sort of overly dramatic happens when I go up to the top and deal with the clover, I'll bring you back in September, ready to sort of move on. We do have, I forgot about this, we do have this, don't we, which is, well, that's interesting, because we could put a bit of silage additive on that and collect all the clover in this and drop it off here. Oh, I like it when a plan comes together. All right, that's what we're going to do. Yeah, absolutely, that's definitely what we're going to do. And we're going to make some clover hay here, because the cows have a better food percentage from clover hay and alfalfa hay than they do standard silage. As you can see there, grass, hay, silage, clover on alfalfa 7%, clover fresh, clover and alpha fresh is only 50, and grass fresh is only 40. So we're going to struggle with TMR. We might be able to make a mix, but at least then if I go with the clover hay, we've got half a chance. The only thing is I'm going to have to get my boots in gear, because we've got some rain coming, looking at this, in 5.5 hours. So the challenge is on, to the point where I think I may even just, I'll check this bale on quickly, but I may just knock this collection on the head, because it doesn't really matter for anything in the rain at this point. I'll grab that random, did I just explain the random grass bale? The random grass bale is because I wasn't paying attention with my baler, and I basically baled it without turning the wrapping system on. So come on, drop down normally. There you go. Not very good at this, as you can tell. Well, I'm not very good at much of it, Mike, but you know that by now. I mean, that's not terrible, but it's brilliant. Right, let's grab this grass bale, and I think we'll go and hook up the mowers, and then we'll see where we're at. The one thing I'm a little concerned about is I'm running NX's rather impressive farm kit. Now I remember from our time on Whitcomb that especially in the grass fields, like tight turning like this was cutting up the fields. Now I'm not seeing it on the mini map at the moment on this, so I don't know whether that's still happening or not. So we'll have to see. I'm gonna drop this. I'm gonna do a little test because it's just one random grass bale. I'm gonna drop this grass bale into that drop zone and see if it accepts bales, or does it always have to be the loose product itself. When we get in September, then it's going to be a bit of a race to sort of get on with getting the field ready. I think the easiest thing to do, looking at what we've got, and we'll have a quick chat now about a sort of plan. We've obviously done our let's come across to here. So we've harvested our 3 main fields. I'm pretty tempted just to now go and put, where is it, oats in March, because it gives us time now for the next few months to get them ready. My only concern is we've got a huge body of water with the grass, so I can't do much there, so I can't really fertilize this one. We've got some slurry, so I could probably get some of that on there, along with manure. So we've got, I mean, we've got 28,000 litres of manure, 54,000 litres of slurry in there, and the pigs, oh god, not much, 54,000 litres of slurry, but hardly any manure. Yeah, I mean, slurry, what's that, 54, and what was this one, also 50, oh, that, oh, is that, yeah, it's going to be off the same bloody one, isn't it? That's, yeah, there's no way they're doing the same, so that's not ideal, because that won't go very far, I don't think. Right, let's have a little look and see if anything happens when I drop this bale by here. I'm not expecting anything to happen, see, but so I think it's got to be loose product, yeah, see, so it's not going to do anything here, is it? Rain exposure, and it bloody rained. Also, if you're watching, why have I got a rain exposure when it hasn't rained? Status drying. That's proper weird. Okay. Right, let me get rid of this bale and we'll grab the other massey, get the mower back on it, head to our clover field, which I didn't even realise we had, so thank God I spotted that. Should have opened the door. And we will get ourselves some well, I'll have to do a bit of work to dry it all off as quick as we can, and then hopefully we can get it into the back of that thing. Oh god, don't drop the bale, don't drop the bale. Why are you moving in the grip, you weirdo? No. Right, let's go old school. Let's pick it up this way. And then, right, okay. And yeah, and we shall go from there. If there's any dramas and fun and games, I record everything, even when it's off camera. But because that way then if I do have a little bit of a mids moment, you get to relive that with me. So you will get to see anything that of any interest like that, where I smash into a wall. I am not going to get around this corner, am I? With this angle. Ay, ay, ay. Come on. There you go. I'm probably going to have to use the telehandler to get this up into loft as well, so I might just have to leave that bale there, grab the telehandler and go from there. Right, but there we are. So I'll get on with that work. Where's the road? The road's there. We don't necessarily need that right now. And fingers crossed, I'll be bringing you back in September when the clover is in the machine and doing its thing. I'll see you in a bit. Just bring it back in because I spotted what is. I need to extract this out of the way. Go over there, my friend. So I'm clearly again just missing something, or something is not working with my setup and mods. But there's clearly a bale option here for the hay drying. So this is in the capture point, but nothing is happening. But when I come over to the this. I'm having that issue I had with the fuel, is that I can't click it. So there's definitely a mod causing me an issue here, and I don't know which one it is, but I cannot get that to work. And I don't know which one of the key combinations it would be to change, because it's just, yeah, it's a tricky one, this. So I got a feeling I could just drop bales then. It should start them drying. Let me turn this thing off just do my edit. Answers on a postcard, please. This has been recorded before. Well, this is about an hour before the first episode of this comes out. So I talk about this in the first episode. You may have already addressed this. If you have, apologies. I will pick it up as soon as I can. But yeah, if you've had this issue with anything like this, or am I just using the functionality of it all wrong? Yeah, keen for some help, please. I'll go and probably now mess up how I do the clover. Right, welcome back to a very wet and horrible September 1. 28,000 in the bank. Money's a little bit all over the place. I'm sort of having to just get on with things, sell a few things. Yeah, I kind of won't go through it. It's just bits and bobs of kit. The one thing, I'm a pillock as usual. Why is that still here? I had to buy a bale grab. That's why that shop is there. I am a moron as usual. So if I jump through here, jump through this thing accepts. Oh, that's weird. Let's see. Does it need any more? No, fine. It's full. This thing doesn't accept grass, so that's why it wouldn't drop in there, because it doesn't actually accept it as a bale type. So that's a bit of an issue. I worked that out and solved that. However, we now have as you can see, clover hay running, and there's a whole tump load of the stuff in there. So that's looking pretty good. And we're pretty happy with this. We got 104,000 litres of that in there. So I don't really know. Dry clover, it says basically best part of 14,000 there, 13,967 done bottom. So that is good. Now, one of the things, as lovely as, where is it? As lovely as this field is, and it's a cracking field, and it's a great drive to go and deal with it, and you can either get the little ferry thing or whatever. Why is that there? I thought the ferry would have been over there. Or you can take the road network and go through the tunnel and stuff. It's genuinely quite a nice drive. It's an absolute ache, though. So I'm quite tempted to negotiate the sale of this at £87,500. The problem is then, what can we buy for that 87,000? Not even willing to enter into a conversation. Screw you. Are you willing to enter a conversation? 2 months. Man. Can we get across there? It looks like we can get across there, but these are going to be much more expensive. 123. That's not a very good field, is it? Oh, that's even worse. Blinking heck. Let's have a look. Nope, not interested in selling. Right, okay. And then we've just got no other grass fields near us, which is a bit of a shame. The only other thing we could do, I guess, is to look at like something like this. So we could, that might be the way to go. It's not ideal, but we could plant maybe another grass field there. That's probably our best bet. So I'm going to see if we can't sell this. Negotiate the sale. Yes. It's worth 87. So let's be... I've never done it this way, actually. This is interesting. Let's go for 92.5. Try and be a bit cheeky. 63. Ooh. A buyer offers 63 for my £92,500 field. No. Let's go then 87.5. Bloody hell, cheeky buggers. Right, so we have sold our field. Lovely. Thank you very much for the clover field. And now we will try and get a cheeky deal. Oh my God. Is it because I walked away? Oops. Oh, bloody hell. No. No, 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 no. Oh, that's rubbish. Okay, so that's withered. That's ready to harvest. What is it? It is... What is it? Peas? No. Green beans. Oh, bloody hell. Summer barley, but it withered. What a waste. 161 for a withered field. Yay. Counter offer. Oh God. We haven't even got that much money, have we? That's quite an ominous sign, isn't it? The old church bell sounding. Yeah, fine. Yeah, I wouldn't negotiate with me either, mate, to be fair. Right, we're in a bit of a pickle here because we can't do anything about that. The only other thing would be that one, which is a bit closer. What's its growth state? That's withered as well. Why is no one farming their fields, for God's sake? Like, why won't you sell me that? That is ridiculous. Right, well, okay, we're just going to leave it there, and we'll have to try again in a month or so's time, which is a shame because we do need a bit of we need some silage. I wonder if these are finished fermenting, because that technically was only a 1 monther then. So what we got here now? Still grass. No, that's yeah, 11 bales at 5,500 litres. We got the 21 straw, 1 grass. We got 3 random 5,000 litre bales, which came with the farm, and we've got 6 hay. So it ain't going to go necessarily far. We did get punished by the red tape as well for an animal infringement, which is a bit frustrating because I don't really know how I managed to do that for 8 hours, it reckons, but apparently I did. So it is what it is. It didn't really nail us. I know Oz has done a lot of work around the punishments on that, so that's good. The one thing with this farm is there's not much space. There's not much kit space. I am struggling a bit with that. Well, that's a bit flickery, isn't it? Dear me. It's not pretty. Stop flickering. Right, so I still think the plan is to turn all of our crop fields into oat fields and go play safe, play basic, which means I've got to get to work in making these better. We are in the slurry window now, though, which is a problem because... Where is it? Reduce slurry application. I'm sure September onwards, having learnt the hard way. During September to December, which is a bit of a bummer, really. So we will just have to go back to Old Faithful. What have we got in terms of our manure at the moment? Current manure stored is 31,000. Max allowed storage 5,000. How is that? So have I got to move 27,000 litres of manure now? Bloody hell. Am I reading that right? God. Right, well, we'll do that anyway, because we've got to put some fertiliser down and then we can start treating these fields. So I'm just going to get on with doing the work. Where's the blinking map? Picture's gone. There it is. I will pick, what's the smallest field out of all these? This one is, the field size is 102, 111, 127. So it is going to be this one. I will probably go and try and put some manure on this one, although that is the hill, isn't it? I might go with a slightly easier field. It might be easier to go with this one. Yeah, I'll go and put some manure on this field and then start looking at cultivating everything, getting it ready for sowing in. And I'll bring you guys back in once I've achieved something. So I'll see you shortly. Just bring you back October 1. I'll probably not see you again now before we take it into the next year and head towards the sort of planting in March for the oats. I'm just doing a contract over on, I don't know what field am I on? Field 84 over here. To get here, I've had to go on a bit of a drive. So we've gone kind of through the town, up around here, over the bridge, out here, under the railway, over here, over there, underneath, back underneath the railway over here, down this little country lane and into this field. And I was driving around here and just sort of looking at this map. And I just started thinking, now, you know, this is probably not... Don't hear what I'm not saying, right? I'm not saying it is better than Whitcomb. I'm not saying it's as good as Whitcomb. What I'm going to say is I think it's not... I think it's in the same league as Whitcomb. Because the level of detail here is incredible. There is a ferry that takes me along the river and goes around a bend, so it's not just straight across like we've got on some of the maps. There is a little bit more to it than that. We have a road network that goes through the mountains and the train runs next to it. We've got multiple sell points and sort of interactive areas in the map around the barge and train, and in the town for like the bars and the river and boats. We've got a castle, we've got a church, we've got mountains, rolling fields, hills, rivers, waters, streams. Honestly, like the field sizes, the road network and the way it runs around the map, hot air balloons, you know, like there's just so much to see on this map. There truly is. I honestly, I think it deserves to be considered in the same league as Whitcomb. Yes, it's maybe not quite as polished. It hasn't got a bar that you can go inside and drink of, but let's be honest, that was I'm pretty sure that was primarily put in there because Scroft wanted another scene for George to go and talk somewhere. Like, honestly, it's got so much to offer, so much. I mean, you know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And I love British maps. I love them. I play them more than any of the other maps because I'm British. It's what I'm used to. It's what I associate with. It's naturally going to be what I want to go towards when I play a map. But there is something so special about this place. Honestly, it's sensational. Absolutely sensational. I am really, truly enjoying being... like in playing Farming Simulator on this map. It is wonderful, and I can't believe I didn't do it sooner. I can't believe I didn't give this map the sort of attention it deserves. There we are, a nice contract sorted out for us. So we will fold all these up, and I'll tell you what, I'll keep you here, right, just to show you the sort of thing that I'm on about, and I'll go back the way I came so you can try and see some of this detail. Because when I did my video initially highlighting the map, I didn't do it as a map tour. That's not my thing, and I would never even try to do map tours. I wouldn't be any good at them. But just for a minute, just have a look at like the sort of attention to detail that's gone into this. Now, whether it's something that's your cup of tea or not, it's sort of not really what my argument is, because if it's not your cup of tea, it's not your cup of tea. But like look at the detail here. You know, like they didn't have to. go to that level of detail. They could have just made a simple bridge and made it ugly, but they didn't. They made it have features and made it look real, like it's always been there. The sort of the way that the train track sort of heights and the banks around it, like it, honestly, there's just so much to this map. It's brilliant. It is absolutely brilliant. Like look at the gradients you're dealing with here, and the sort of angles that we've got. There's so much effort has gone into this map. I thought I liked it before. Like I'm genuinely at the stage that like I truly love this map. I think it is sensational, absolutely sensational. Like all this, whoa, I'm looking around too much now. Just like little bits of detail. What is that? Is that a little fishing pond? Is that what that is there? Those two little squares, I'm guessing probably is. I gotta try and remember where I gotta go now. Kind of not going up into the town that way. I'm going under the bridge and back around. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't think this map, for whatever reason, got the plaudits that it should have. It's sensational. It truly is. It's so well done. I just want to go and look at things. It's ridiculous. And I can't. I've got to get up. Oh, am I meant to be going this way? Sorry, mate. I just took your legs up. Yeah, like a running water mill there. You know? Like, it, honestly, tell me... I'm going to have to stop on it, because I'm just going to dig myself into a hole, and I'm just going to get loads of, like, Whitcomb fanboys now kicking off going, "Oh, Mids, you don't know what you're on about, because Whitcomb's the best ever." I'm not saying it's better. I'm not saying it's better. All I'm trying to say is that sometimes there are maps out there that we don't necessarily realise are out there, and I can't praise it enough. I really can't. It's so good. It's so good. Right, contract done, so that's a few more £1,000 in the bank. That'll basically do us for the winter realistically now, because there may be a mowing contract if I'm really lucky, but there won't be much else. I'll do anything I can in terms of the contracts whilst we're going for the winter, just to keep the money ticking over. Again, it's about £5,000-6,000 a month I'm having to spend. Was it this way? I think it was. I'm gonna go this way and see what happens. Yeah, for all my hire purchases and stuff. So yeah, it is this way. Whoa! I was like, what is that? It's a boar. Oh, that is a big vehicle to be coming down here along with me. Blimey, Charlie. Let's just focus a second. Yeah, so I'll let's just focus a second. He says driving into a fence. I will continue to do the contracts just to keep the money ticking over, and I'll basically bring you guys back in ready to put some seeds in the ground, plant our oat, hopefully. We may then as well look to do a maybe do something with this grass field and replant that, looking to expand some of the grass fields as well. Hopefully we'll be able to do that. I need to get on and do something with this up here as well, but other than that, God, I've got to harvest this damn thing. Can I harvest this with a normal harvester? Green beans. Interesting. I'm going to have to try and work out if I can harvest that with the harvester that I have. Yeah, and I shall bring you guys back in. If I'm lucky, I'll have some green beans. If not, then I won't. And that might become a grass field. And then we will look to see where we're at. We are okay on the cow feed front because we've hopefully got enough clover hay to sort of see us through there. I can make TMR for now, which is what's in there. I've added the kale from our harvest, so we've now got everything other than the soybean, canola, and sunflower element. So pigs aren't at their best, but they're not terrible, so we'll take it. And chickens are chickens, so we'll just leave them doing what they do. Other than that, it's basically going to be it. The only other thing I was thinking of maybe doing is, I had some weird stuff going on with, I think a lot of updates have come out on various mods, and that's caused a bit of an issue for the used equipment yard, so I've sorted that out with Oz, and it ended up me being, I almost had to sort of go back over an old save, find the XML, put the XML in that was then, because I couldn't get any of the triggers to work, basically. I couldn't, when I was, and if I go over there, I'll just show you. When I came over here then, the actual boxes, these things that define the yard, had gone missing. They disappeared. So I had to go back, put one in from an old save with the XML, bring it in, then take out everything so I could do the configure the yard, because I couldn't configure the yard because it just didn't think there was one here, and then it left me with all these vehicles, so I couldn't just remove the mod because I just had a field full of vehicles then. So yeah, I had to reconfigure it to go to zeros, take everything out, and then take the mod off, come back in, save it, come back out, put the mod back on, and re-establish this. And the reason I tell you all this is because there is a very nice class Scorpion telehandler here, which is in pretty good nick, to be fair to it. It's only got 23 hours on it, so that's fine. It's a bit more powerful than ours. It's obviously 51% wear and 70% damage, which is not ideal, but we might be able to get it a little bit cheaper than it is, and ours was worth about 115. So depending on what, if I was to buy that, I might switch these around because it's got the interactive control. I know, like, that's a me thing, but I just really like interactive control. I think it makes just such a difference to the game. I really do. So there we are. So I'm gonna maybe treat myself to a second-hand telehandler, which is arguably worse and will cost me money in the long run, but where's the fun in being boring? So there we are. We shall call it a day there. For those of you that are new, please consider giving the channel a subscribe. If you are a returning viewer, please consider giving it a like. If you're a returning viewer and you haven't subbed, shame on you. Please help the channel support it by giving it that sub. You don't need to put your own notifications on. Just subscribing to the channel is massive. Thank you to our latest paying members who support the channel financially. You guys are incredible. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm going to call it there. Be happy, stay safe, and we will speak again soon. Take care.